Hello, welcome back. So the next thing that we're going to be looking at is uploading pictures for our blog, okay? So you'll know that we've started off this blog thing, and the vibe is we're doing the pictures. So if you check out the blogs that are out there, here's the Andertons one, and here is the guitar one. You can see there's a little thumbnail and some text, and this is the vibe we're going to be going for, okay? So if you look at this one here, we have a little thumbnail. You click on it, and when you click on it, you see don't worry about this at the bottom, but you'll see a bigger version of the same picture and then some text, okay? We're going to do the exact same thing. So the vibe is every blog article is going to get a thumbnail and a bigger picture. Does that sound familiar? Thumbnail, bigger picture? Well, if you remember, back on store items, we did exactly the same thing. Do you remember all of this? Okay. We had an image upload, and when we uploaded, it generated a small thumbnail and also a larger picture. Now listen, somebody who is very intelligent asked me a question recently. They said, look, why did you have two columns on store items when you were uploading an image? Do you remember we had a column called small pic and a column called big pic? And we're like, well, you know, if it's the same picture, why do two columns? Why not one? Well, that's a good question, and the answer is staring you right in the face. Look at the shape of that guitar. And look at the shape of the picture. Now that may work as a full-size image, but as a thumbnail, well, sometimes it might be a bit awkward just because of the shape of it. And some online shop owners might want to have a different thumbnail from the main image. And you're saying, man, that's a bit far-fetched. I mean, who cares? Well, actually, it's not far-fetched. Look at guitar, and look over on the right-hand side. Do you see how the thumbnails are different? Look, see? And then when you click in, you get the full image, which is the kind of long, thin thing going on, because it's a guitar, you know? So that's why we had that's why we had two columns going on when we built all of this stuff. I wanted something that had the potential to let the owner upload a different thumbnail from the main image. That's why I made the thing the way that it was made. Now, because of time constraints, I haven't had time to build that, and I'm not gonna build that, okay? I mean, I don't want to be here till next Christmas, but I just wanted you to know what's gonna happen. Now, this thing that we're doing here, this thing is going to be different to the extent that I'm going to have just one column. In fact, let's add that column right now. I'm going to go to the blog table, and I'm going to add one column right on the end, and I'm going to call it picture, okay? We'll make it a variable character of 45. You can see that I've had a little practice run here, okay? So there we go. We've added one column, right? No more big pic and small pic, just one column, and I'm doing it slightly different this time, just to show you that there are different ways of doing things, okay? So that's the vibe. Thank you very much indeed. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a button down the bottom here for uploading an image, okay? Now, it's exact same vibe as we've got on this store items page, so let's copy from that, okay? So I'm going to open up store items /create, and you see this part here with the big pic, and it's bringing on a button and all of that. I'm going to copy that and then open up the blog create thing. Now we're down the bottom here, okay? But don't worry, it's all going to be cool. I'm going to space down, paste in, and that's the vibe. So now I'm just going to get rid of these unnecessary PHP tags, and we'll space in a little bit, and just a couple of tweaks. Where it says store items, I'm going to replace and change store items to blog, right? You're going to see me doing that quite a lot over these next couple of videos. So whenever you see me saying I'm replacing store items with blog, I'm doing it across the whole file, okay? And wherever we see big pic, same story. I'm changing it to picture. After all, that's the name of the column, right? So if we now go back here and press refresh and then scroll down, you'll see that we get a horrible error message. It's looking for a variable called picture. But that's okay. We can fix this really easily. We just open up the blog controller and we go to fetch data from DB, all right? And then down the bottom, we just say data picture equals row picture, okay? And if we refresh the screen, there you go, everything is kind of cool. Now it says upload item image. Well, that's not too cool, is it? So let's just change that. We'll get rid of the word item. So it just says upload image or delete image, right? So there we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now if we click on this, look, it goes to / upload image. Do you remember? On store items, we had a thing called upload image. Do you remember that? Okay, and it works and everything's cool. So let's copy this upload image function from store items, and we're just going to paste this straight into blog. Okay, so a quick check, everything looks good. The only thing that concerns me is that we have a view file here called upload image. So I'm going to create a view file called upload image.php inside the blog module in the views folder, and I'm going to take the upload image code from store items. I'm going to select and I'm going to paste in. Okay, once again I'm looking through and I'm checking to see if everything looks okay. So there's store items, right? We changed that to blog. Remember, it's across the whole thing. And that's us, so that's quite good. Oh, and by the way, you'll see that that goes to do upload, right? So remember that. If we refresh this, we've got this nice form here, and we know that that's going to link to do upload. Okay, so let's go back into store items. I'm going to copy do upload. Here it's here. Now it's quite a big function, right? So brace yourself. We're going to copy this like so, and we're going to paste across into the blog controller. So let's just quickly check it. I'll get rid of this margin. Let's just check it, make sure everything's cool. So we have some security, fine, that's good. Now we've got store items, look out, we change store items to blog, right? So that's cool. Upload path, it's saying big pics. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it blog pics, okay? And as a matter of fact, let's create that folder. So a new folder, it's in the main directory and it's called blog pics. Just to make sure everything is cool, I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to change the permissions. We don't want any permissions errors, right? So that's that. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Next, we've got maximum size 100. Well, that's okay. It's a wee bit strict, so I'm going to change it to 200. I think I'll change the maximum width to 2000, and how about if we change the maximum height to something like 1200 and odd? Just being a little bit more flexible, because we were very strict earlier on, okay? So remove the margin. Everything looks good. Yep. And there you go, right? Now, if it's successful, it creates this variable called upload data. Can you see that? And I'm going to do a little for each statement here, and I'm going to say for each upload data as key loading up value, I'm going to say echo key of key has value of value, and then I'm going to do a die statement. Okay, so let's just check where we are so far with this. I'm going to choose a file. Here's a little test file that I had. I'm going to click upload. Okay, now it's a JPEG, right? So this is good. Remember all the key of key, his value of value stuff? This is exactly what I wanted to see. And I want you to look at this raw name thing. Do you see how raw name has taken out the .jpeg? Okay, so raw name has removed the file extension. This is going to come in very handy in the next video. And can you see how file extension has just got the .jpeg? So if this was a ping, it would say .png and so on, right? .gif or whatever. That's going to come in very handy as well. So just so that we can remember what's happening, I'm going to copy that and paste that in, okay? So I think this is a good checkpoint. I don't want to make these videos too long. I'm going to upload this, and in the next video I'll reveal why all of this stuff is the raw file and whatnot, why this is important, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.